Good evening, SBC. Good evening, SBCC. Good evening to our BSL. And good evening to everyone else within the sound of my voice, north, south, east, and west. This is the March 21st, 2023 edition of SBC Tuesday Talk. And I am your host and executive producer and founder and head chef and van driver, Mr. Mike Walker. Glad to have each and every one of y'all with us here tonight. Glad y'all decided to join with us tonight. This happy. Okay, glad to have you here. And if you had a bad day today, we hope and pray that it becomes good, becomes better. And hopefully during this hour or so, you be cheered up and what have you though. So let's get started though. But first and foremost, the day is kind of I didn't advertise it as such, but on tomorrow, 3 years ago tomorrow, was the first I did the first of our, pandemic live streams for SBCC. We just did it just to be doing something. And now, 3 years later, look where we are now. And just to show you, this is how the first live stream looked right here. Just to show you. You see that right there? We have came a long way. Look like I'm in a smoke room or something like that. Wow. And then look at where we at now. I think that's a big old difference. Y'all let me know if this is a big difference to y'all as well, though. So the Lord has brought us a long way, man. And I don't take it lightly, though. Okay, let me get with the salutations. I believe it's a lot of y'all here tonight. So here we go. Oh, hey, Sherry from H-Town. Glad to have you here. Charlene from the Sunshine State. Good to have you here. Kiki Eve, good evening to you. I think this is your first time here. Thank you so much. Lynn Brown from Guyana. Glad to have you here with us tonight. Brenda, you finally made it with us. I'm so glad that you finally made it. Good evening. Thank you so kindly. Ashley Arrington, greetings to you as well. Marcus Wilbanks, glad to have you here, my brother. Mr. Singletary, glad to have you here with us. I'm wearing one of your shirts. Glad to have you here. We got a lot of them. Sister Anessa, always great to have you here. Sister Ebony, great to have you here. From North Carolina, Teresa Jones, always an honor and a pleasure to have you here. From the Lone Star State, Shamika Montgomery, always great and a pleasure to be here. We got a lot of Carla Turner Manuel, good to have you here. Tracy Nicole, yes, absolutely. And guess what? There's always room for improvement, though. So we can only go up. Yeah, wait, I'm going to see this right here. Yeah, that's a huge difference right there. Huge difference. Tamora Catrice from the Golden State. Good to have you here. LeVar, great to have you here. LeVar Jackson. L Winning, always good to have you here. Good. You said you was going to be here, or you had some concerns about it. I'm glad you made it, though. Veronica from the Peach State. Good. Great to have you here. Keisha from Buffalo, New York, all the way of Alabama. I'm in Alabama, too, so glad to have you here. Miss Heron, hello to you. Good to have you here. Nicole Thornton, great to have you here. CJ, my buddy from California, always great to have you here. It's always an honor and a pleasure to have you. Wish you was sitting up here with me, though, but we'll talk about that. Zola, I'm so glad you made it here. Okay, boy. Chandra from Alabama, good to have you here. Veronica Taylor from Arkansas, great. Good to have you here. Erica, good evening to you. Mick, Good evening. Hello. Greetings to you, Keisha. Wow. Glad to have you here. Tracy Brown Edwards. Good evening and bless. Oh, yeah, that's right. From Magic City, from Birmingham, and I'm from Beltsville. So, good, fantastic. I'm glad you're here. Paula Murphy. Good to have you here. Dodd Streeter Muldrew. Hey, friend. How you doing? Good to have you. Tracy Wolf. Miss Strickland, good to have you here. BB, always great to have you here. Yes, yeah. Tasha, good to see you here tonight. So glad you could make it. Edith, great about yeah. Glad to have you here from the Sunshine State. Yeah, you made it too. Boy, boy, boy. Who else? From Lexington, Kentucky. From the Show Me State. Uh, Rosie from West Palm Beach, Florida. Good to have you here. Well, we got a lot of them. Redmond, Alicia, good to have you here. Y'all doing these states now. Okay. We'll do it right quickly though, because we're gonna get through this. I just like to thank y'all. Trina, glad to have you here from the Metroplex. Okay. Hey, Armor. First time, I hope you become a second, third, etc., etc. We're going to get through with this. Angela Madison from Long Island. Good to have you here. I'm going to have to stop right here. I'm just going to just go through this. I'm so glad to have you here. The Soto. Y'all here. Boy. Glad to have you here. Glad. Good. Man, y'all here. Well, okay. Thank y'all so much for showing up in good numbers. Thank you very much. And again, I do not take this lightly. Okay, let's get this show started. I'm going to see which topic I'm going to talk about first. I know we're going to talk about the fine woman, but always have me a little appetizer. So I think I'll talk about red flags. I'll talk about this, red flags. And for the brothers especially, this young lady came up a list of red flags that we should see or that we already recognize in our sisters. So brothers, I definitely want you to chime in. And of course, I want you sisters to chime in as well. So without further ado, y'all take a listen.
All right, ladies, I might ruffle some feathers with this one, but here are 4 major red flags that all men notice in women. Let's go. Number 1, non-reciprocal energy. You hear a lot of women in the dating market saying when the right man comes along, you will not have to try. And although it's true that you won't have to try too hard, there's a difference between not trying too hard and not trying at all. You don't have to be thirsty. You don't have to come off desperate, but no man wants to be pursuing a woman that they feel is not giving them the same kind of energy in return. Number 2, unrealistic financial expectations. Somewhere in the modern dating market, we have communicated to women that it is totally acceptable to expect a man to pay for their hair or their nails for a first date, or to even go as far as to ask a man they barely even know to help them with their bills. Feeling entitled to lavish treatment or financial assistance from a man that you barely even know that's still trying to get to know you is an extremely unrealistic expectation. And social media has done a really bad job of making modern women think that that behavior is normal. Let me be clear. There's nothing wrong with wanting a man who's financially solid, but no man wants to feel like they're your walking ATM. Number 3, immaturity and uncontrolled emotions. Immaturity, uncontrolled emotions, acting crazy, all of that has been rebranded recently as being toxic. And there are a lot of social media channels out there that actually glamorize being toxic and encourage women to engage in this kind of behavior. When good men get a sense of that behavior, you lashing out, blocking their number, cursing them out, they either just stop taking you seriously from that point forward or they don't tolerate it altogether. Because you're coming across to him more so like a child who's throwing a temper tantrum than you are a woman who wants to be taken seriously as an adult. Number 4, probably the most controversial one of all, being too masculine. A lot of women will shy away from being feminine now because of the negative connotation that's associated with that in modern society. Whether you like it or not, the reality is that men like feminine women. Now, this is the part in the story where a lot of women will say, well, it takes the right man to bring out that feminine energy. Although I do think that there are some points of that are true, overall, I don't really agree with that. I think that as a woman, you either embrace your feminine energy and you walk in that, or you just haven't tapped into it. There are so many women in the modern dating market who have hardened themselves to steal because of the negative experiences that they've had with men. Blocking your feminine energy is often a defense mechanism for a lot of women so that they don't get hurt in the future. But don't let the experiences of the past turn you bitter. The reality is, ladies, that there are two sides to every coin. And if we're going to talk about the bad traits of men, we also have to acknowledge and take accountability for the bad traits we have in ourselves.
Okay, folks. Okay, fellas, what say you? And to the sisters out there, what say you? How do you feel about what she says? Do you think it's true? Do you agree with her? Have you noticed that about, I guess, yourself, if it does exist? And to the brothers out there, do you recognize this? I can't wait to see what you got to say on this one. Let's see what the comments got to say. Okay, here we go. Sherry says she agreed with her 100%. Oh, interesting. And good evening to you, Erica. Well, she's not wrong. I agree with her. Okay. All reasonable. Don't get this right here. All reasonable observations. Okay. 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 Y'all coming in too. Annette, good to see you. Okay. Okay. She said that all true. Okay. Very good points. All good points. Okay. Charlene says true. Okay. We getting these folks. Yeah, Tennessee. Volunteer state. Agree. Okay. Pretty Poke. Seen you in a long time. I'm so glad you're here today. Okay. Tasha. Okay. Paula. Totally agree with her. Okay. Kiki. Yes, I do agree. Okay. Lynn Brown. Yes, so true. Tamora, I agree with all 4 flags, 1,000%. She didn't say 100%, y'all. She said 1,000%. Sierra says, that's how I am. If I'm not interested in a man, I'm not going to lead him on. And I think that should go for both genders, to be honest with you. So like that, all facts. Okay. Okay, Marcus. Bernie, good to have you here. Mutual interest is a key. I think many lack the ability to communicate effectively. Okay, y'all heard it from the brother. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's a market for that message. But it seems that these things should go without saying. Well, you would think that. But you would be surprised, especially with grown people. Okay, Michelle says 100%. Miss Heron said, I do agree with her. Brooklyn, good to have you here, sir. He said he's agreeing. Okay. Michelle, good to have you. Agree. Agree. Okay. Miss Shay, good to have you. I love ghetto women. Ryan Carr, I love a ghetto woman and feminine. Okay, that's an interesting take on that, my brother. Good to have you here. Miss Shackelford, she spoke the truth. Okay, I agree, Veronica. Okay, y'all coming in, and I truly appreciate this, though. Y'all gonna make me earn my imaginary paycheck this night. LaVar, okay, 100%. Dorothy, good to have you here tonight. I totally agree with her. Zola, I agree that those are red flags, but I feel like at the end, she made it seem like they apply to the majority of women. Not all women act or think like that, and I agree with you. And that's one thing you have to be careful about, generalization, and be careful not to paint everyone with a broad brush. Everybody doesn't do that. Like they like to say all men are dogs. No, no, no. Just because the one hurt you, well, no, different topic though. Tasha gave us a dissertation, so here you go. I agree with everything she said. I would never understand why women feel that a man should come into the lives that they built, they have created to be the way they desire, and expect him to then financially support it. I agree that you want a man who is financially stable and at least supporting himself. However, if you are able to pay your own bills and maintain your lifestyle, why should a man be expected to then support it because he is in your life? Whew, you literally said a mouthful right there. Tomorrow. Yes, Mark. It's not only communication, but effective communication. Uh, Rhonda, good to have you here. Yes, effective communication. Okay. Glad to have you here, Carmelita. Johnny Willis, glad to have you here, my brother. Okay, you agree. Okay. Thank you so much. Glad to have y'all here. Thank y'all. Let me see if we got any more. We got some more. CJ, my friend. Mike Walker, just you know. Oh man, I didn't know. I'm, oh man, I didn't. Oh man, folks, almost pat. Oh man, okay, let me go. Let me go. Uh, CJ, oh man, what does the Bible say, folks? I'm messed up right now. Okay. Oh boy. Whoo. Okay. Only in this group. Only in this group. I love y'all. I love y'all dearly. Boy, boy, boy. Never know what y'all expect until y'all first timers. This is just mild right here. If I wasn't by myself in a certain cruise here, oh boy. Jeffrey Allen, brother, help me. Please help me, brother. Don't laugh at me. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get back to the topic. Whew. Yeah, to let y'all get your good laugh in. Okay, here we go. Chris says some women, and I have been there, have been hardened by a failed relationship, and they can lose their femininity or have a hard time tapping into it. And I am more intentional about walking into my femininity and embracing it. Okay, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Boy, y'all, yeah. Tracy Nicole, I thought you and I were better than that. Okay. Okay. Come. Dion, hey, the brothers. The brothers, the brothers. Boy, I don't know what to say. I'm glad y'all here, but still. You know what? You all right with me. I hope you show up at the after party, my brother. You all right with me. Oh boy. Okay. Johnny Willis, I think you should Dutch on first dates. So if we don't vibe, I'm not out of money. And that's true. And that's true, at least not out of too much money. You know, if you go into a coffee shop or whatever, she's not gonna buy $50 worth of coffee and donuts. At least I hope not. What kind of beans she drinking, you know. Uh Michael Newsom, glad to have you here. Haven't seen you in a while as well. Great to have you here, my brother. Boy, y'all sisters, you see the brothers showing up. You know, there's some good possible connections could be made here tonight, and especially at the after party. That was my, you know what? Don't laugh at me, Sierra. I just met some of y'all, man. Come on, breaking live. Yeah, okay, okay. We gonna get with this. I thought you only the van driver. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we gonna get to this, y'all. We gonna get to this, y'all. Wait a minute. Thank for the okay. And you know what? And I agree with you, Nicole. I believe that whoever initiate the date, whoever asks for the date, should be the one to pay. But of course, again, if you're going to a restaurant, yeah, but I don't know. Uh, Results may vary. So yeah, hey, yeah, Rhonda, yes, hi. He did not expect Dutch. Expect me to Dutch on date. Immediate deal breaker. I think you got to make a first impression. Barton Wallace, great to have you here, my brother. Y'all supposed to see these brothers showing up. I hope you be at the after party tonight. When is the after party? Is immediately after the show. Well, about 30 minutes after the show. But how y'all coming in? It's gonna be a little early though. After party me now. Okay, we're gonna get to it, folks. I'm glad y'all here. We're gonna try to get through this. Man. Good. Y'all in this. Cause I can't wait to get to the next one. Man, I can't wait to get to the next one. Luz, good to have you here. Soon I make my own money, but expect my future husband to still provide. Okay, I hear you, Sister Luz. Okay. Ed, glad to have you here, my brother. He can sing, y'all sisters. He can sing. Always paid for the date and got ghosted the next day. Well, they say bought sense is better than no sense. So I guess you know next time. So, we got to work on that, brother. Keisha, I agree. The guy asked me out. He should pay because he initiated. And there you go right there. There you go right there. Okay. The Bible says you are responsible for yourself until you become engaged. Okay. Now, does it say that specifically, exactly, or that's a kind of an interpretation? Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Hey, y'all. Okay. Chandra, men should pay. Isn't the man supposed to be the provider? Uh-oh. 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 I heard that right there. Okay. Uh-oh. So sorry that happened to you. Okay, I'm not gonna make that. We're gonna get there. Men, protectors and providers, women nurturers. Y'all doing it right here. Y'all doing it right here, folks. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Thank you. See, I want a man for his character, not his money. I was taking care of myself before we met, and I only want him to add to my life, but not support it. I heard that. I heard that. That just rooted me. Okay, yeah. Sierra, but if it's a match from God, I believe the first date would go accordingly. Every time? No, it shouldn't be every time. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I would like clarity on that right there. So Psalms 34 says absolutely nothing about wives earning money for their household. Okay. Let me see. I believe men should pay. However, there are times I will offer as well. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna put this up here. They're gonna run you out of town, Johnny. But I'll do it anyway. Now that's not my opinion. This brother Johnny's opinion right here. Y'all just read it for yourselves, though. So, I don't, that's not me right there. So, okay, Shantae, men deserve to be treated as well. Men deserve their flowers as much as we do. I do feel like the first date should be on them. I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty. A wife isn't sync. Okay, we heard that right there. I don't want him. I want a man to compliment what I've already have in life. I don't want to build a man. Okay. We're gonna read a few more of these though. Whoever has the deep pockets, Lou, come on now. Whoever has deep pockets paid. Come on, Lou. Come on, Lou. Okay. We're going to pause this part right here. Wait. Here we go. Men chase hard after who they value. Women make it easy in 2023. Probably happened before then. So, there's something to it. Okay. Uh-oh. Is this a connection here? Mm-hmm. I see something here. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna kind of move on to something that kind of segue into this. We're gonna still go to that main event, but y'all brought up some points about a man though. So, and I'm gonna show this though. And of course, we always do this. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so kindly for doing that. Y'all was talking about what a man should do and what a man, what he's supposed to be. So this is the next one right here. The purpose of a man. This is a video right here. So ladies, chime in. Ladies, chime in, and fellas, observe and see what you think. Okay. So I'm gonna get this video right here, and y'all take a listen.
The purpose of a man to me is that even if you don't be with a woman forever, give her the game that she can survive to whoever she with. Because most men are not intelligent. Most men don't have money, or some men got money but no game. Some men have no money and no game but good, right? And they get caught up in with the female to the point that everybody's just losing. But with you and to the people listening, if you meet that right girl and she's just in an apartment, don't put her down too bad. Or you can just give a game, tell her certain things like keep your room clean, make sure you wash your car. And then some guys, if you don't have a car and the girl has a car, you got to be a gas fairy. When you go out with a woman, you say, hey, let me put gas in your car. If you ain't got a car, once a week or twice a week, say, let me get your car detailed. Always come to a woman's house with something in your hand when you're coming to visit her. You show her that you was raised right.
I'm not co-signing on that part.
But that's why you got an OG. Listen to me for a second. So the goal here is now not to say that you're right. The goal for you right now is to listen and see how I can bring that into my repertoire.
Okay, here we go again. Here we go again. The purpose of a man. What say y'all, SBC, SBCC, and BSL, and everyone else? What say you? Is the brother right? Is he on to something? Brothers, do you agree with him? Sisters, how do you feel about this? Ooh, I can't wait to hear it, to read these comments right here. And here we go. That's a lot to digest. Okay. Provider and protector. And that's what a man should be. And I agree with that. He should be the provider and protector. Oh my good. Yeah. I always call you Ferrari, but that's my play name for you though. Glad to have you here. The only thing I agree with is don't come to a house or date empty-handed. Okay. Keisha, I agree with him. Provide and protect. Bring security. Pray over me. Hey, you can't beat that right there. Erica Jacobs, she absolutely agree. Johnny Williams is the truth. Sister Randall, he's absolutely right. The man is supposed to be the head. And of course. Okay, Carmelita says, I think some of what he said is on point and some not. Okay, let me know what part you disagree with. Just like to see that. Hey, Shabelle, glad to have you here. Pretty woman, glad to have you here. And Sonia, glad to have you here. Sonia from Queens, glad to have you here. I ain't gonna go on like this. He sound like he's on to something. Okay. That's pretty interesting right there. Hello everyone, good to have you. Kay, my love language is gifts. So I don't know about bringing something every time. Okay, Edward says, yeah, he should be a provider and protector. But if he's not given that chance to be those things, what else can he do? Okay, Wanda, good to have you here. He's correct. In the biblical days, the man who showed interest in the woman had to show that he could take care of her. Okay. D said he's funny, but I ain't bringing nothing until I know her FICO scores. Y'all heard that now. I ain't bringing nothing until I know her FICO scores. So that might be a challenge right there. And it says, I was surprised that he said some men are not intelligent, or did he say most men? I had to look at that part again, but that's a good point, though. I didn't like he referred to a woman as an apartment. Okay. Zola, I'm still trying to understand what he said. Gas ferry, car detail, gas fare, I guess pay for the gas and do some detailing of the car, make the car look good. I agree. The man does whatever he can to make his lady secure in him. Okay, Kiki says, I agree the man should be the head. Okay, Carmelita, the part she disagrees with, the part where he was saying basically he didn't want to be with the woman, but give her a kernel of hope. I would rather be told that I am not the one. And that's a good one. That's a good point right there. Let me see. Keena Lynn says a man looks to provide what's missing instead of taking. He looks what he can add to the situation. But I don't feel men are stupid, but some just will do the bare minimum to bet the most benefit. And only if it's allowed to. Okay. With a good evening right there. But y'all coming in hard too. What's the question? Okay, again, we're talking about where the video was the purpose of a man. So that's what it's about right there. Oops, let me get to this. Comments. Clicking the wrong button. We got a lot though. Hold on, y'all. You know, I'm an old man. Okay, FICO score. Okay. Jennifer, good to have you here. Men don't come empty-handed, especially on the first date. Okay. Let me see. Okay, greetings. Glad to have you here. Greetings from St. Louis. Okay. LeVar, it's not ASAP. It takes time. Okay. Thelma says she totally agree. Tracy Nicole, I have a guy friend of mine that said if he was lacking in one area with a woman, he was overperforming in others, not sexually, but doing the parts he could. Okay. Johnny Willis, they gonna run your way. Bringing gifts rather are marriage perks. Okay. Rhonda from Florida says that sounds good to me. At least he's showing that even if he doesn't have it all, he can still contribute to the relationship. And no, he doesn't have to bring something every time. Okay. Luz, 1 Timothy 5:8. If a man does not provide for their household, they have denied the faith and are worse than an unbeliever or an infidel. Okay. When you got to know that, glad to have you here, brother. Okay. The man's supposed to be the head, as God is the head over the man. Pray, protect, and provide for the family. Okay, Keisha. I agree with Ed. Give the man a chance to prove it. Okay. And Ed is a good person, man. Y'all might need to talk. Sis Allen, good to have you here. Yeah, he said the most. Tracy says her FICO is 810. So, hey, she lives in Birmingham. She's a nice looking woman. Hey, I'm just saying, but come correct now. Come correct. Barton, the purpose of a man is to be what God has created us to be. Leaders, responsible, and walking in godly authority. If we pray and listen to God, he will direct you on how to be the right kind of man for the woman that you are interested in. Okay. I like this, but you don't have a household on the first date. That's pretty good right there. Bernie, when we're talking about a provider and protector, are we talking about a man or a husband? Sometimes some things should be left off limits until things are serious. Dating or getting to know each other isn't the same thing as being in a committed relationship. Okay, Carmelita, other than that, buy me gas, get my car detailed. I'm tired of having to do it all the time. Y'all heard her, fellas. Okay, y'all heard her. We getting there. Charlene, I would love to take him home to meet my parents. He should cover me with prayer and power plus protection. Okay, let me see right here. From Mobile, good to have you here, Evangelist. Thanks. Good evening. Good evening, my friend. Glad to have you here. Okay. Let's see. Let me see what we hear right here. Erica, the purpose of man can literally looking out for a woman. Shireen, I believe that a woman and a man both be the table and see if they can eat at the same tables as far as compatibility. This on a first date. Okay. Okay. A man should be in a position to date. If he's already struggling, is he able to invest in a relationship mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or financially? Okay. You're quite welcome, sir. You're quite welcome. Shar, good to have you here. Most women said that our men are providers and protectors, but do we as women give that much respect to a black man? A strong black woman has always been the provider and protector, and etc. That we as actual men and good man comes around, it's difficult for us to allow that particular man to play the role in our household and with us. Okay. Okay. Deborah, good to have you. I'm not expecting gifts. Can't be bought. I'm more interested in what we have to offer each other. Gifts are from the heart. Ooh, excuse me. Not negotiating power. Okay. Y'all coming in here. John, I don't see anything wrong with a man bringing gifts. When he feels moved to, it shows that she'll be in store for what they are married. Get married. Okay, I agree with him. Brenda, I respond to time spent and physical touch. If we're going to build a life together, we back each other up or back up each other. He must be able to pray with me and, of course, for me rather. Okay, and of course, yes, gathering data, of course. Okay, Mario Williams, he caught up. Purpose of the man is to be the dominant male when it comes to dating and relationships, but also he has to know the ins and outs of the person who he's in the relationship with before putting his all in a relationship. It should be equally balanced, but that's me. No, that's a good point right there, my brother. That's a good point right there. D says, I want to meet 810. I'm in California. Good FICO score. Speak volumes. Breeze character. Well, y'all need to show up at the after party and connect. Okay, we just get through this. We're going to get to the next, to what y'all came here for. Okay, the main event. We're going to get here. We do this. Do this and do this. Come on, do this. Hey, Venus, good this. Okay, here we go. There you go. That was good, though. Y'all lit that up right there. Okay, we'll move on to the main course. Okay, but you know what we have to do? Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share. Okie dokie. Okay, here we go. I was looking at some videos, and I think I was perusing over some videos. I think Sister Leslie sent me this. And it's Dr. R.A. Vernon. And all of a sudden, I've been seeing his stuff pop up as of late. And he made this video about fine women or what have you, though. So, I got a video for it. Got a good video for it. And y'all take a listen. Y'all tell me, of course, fellas, tell me what you think. And of course, sisters, tell me what you think. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Get with a fine woman. Get with a fine woman. And that might be subjective right there of what you consider fine. Get with a fine woman. Let's see what y'all got to say. Oh, y'all coming in. Okay. Tracy, he shouldn't be advising anyone of anything. Mm. Okay, BB, keywords are fine to you. I totally agree. Be attracted or leave it alone. Shar says beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Okay. L Evans, wow, yeah, that's something right there. Yeah, attraction is important. Donithia, glad to have you here. Attraction is important. Content is too. And to be honest with you, I say this all the time though, but the sister, she doesn't have to be a supermodel for me. Okay. As long as she does decent, keep herself up and ease on the eyes and, you know, look good. And of course, the content, the personality. Because the woman could be a 10. But if her personality sucks, see you later. That's all I can say on that right there. Okay. L, what he's saying is carnal. This is not godly counsel. Well, it doesn't. I agree. Sherry says, I agree with him. If you don't think she is fine in whatever aspects fine means to you, you may likely stray. Okay. Okay. Chandra says makes sense. Okay. Uh, Sister Cunningham, he fell and bumped his head. Shireen says tracing the cold facts. Enough said. Okay. Erica says it's okay to have someone who is fine, but can she pray you through something though? Good question. Good question. For some reason I couldn't hear it. Oh goodness. Dang. We're gonna have to play it to you for the after party. I don't know if I want to play it again though. We might have to play it through he just said get you somebody fine. I think he was dwelling more on the superficial, but we'll play it at the after party. Or I'll send it to you. Uh-oh. Keena says she agreed because she doesn't want Sasquatch. Well, Keena, Sasquatch was like, what? Depends on which alliteration you believe. He's about 7 feet tall. He a tall guy. You could style his hair. Hey, something to think about. Sis Lewis says, love will make anyone attractive. Okay. Sis Allen, it had to be said. Okay. Keisha said, looks aren't everything. The character and integrity is most important. Tracy, I definitely believe both. No repo. Oh, okay. She's talking about the FICA score and what have you. Okay. Brenda, physical attraction is important on both sides. I always say this, you really can't demand a person to look super when you don't look super. You got to kind of keep things in perspective. Okay, CJ, Sister CJ, oh boy, he spoke his truth and I'm not mad at him for it. Okay, still got to talk to you. Pretty Pope, men are turned on by sight, so that will be what attracts you to her. Everything else will be investigated thereafter. And to be honest with you, there's some truth in it, though. I think some women are like that too, but I think overall there's some truth in it, though. Carmelita, I do believe you have to be attracted to someone. But as you said, looks are in the eyes of the beholder. I don't like pretty men. You don't want those pretty boys. I understand that. Judy Chung, glad to have you here. What's wrong with that? Who wants to be next? Who wants to be next to a troll? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. with y'all today. Keisha, what about after tragic accident and physical beauty changes? And you know what? I always thought about that. You meet this person who is what you've been looking for, at least physically, in that mate. But then something happened. They become disfigured. Or even had to be a tragic accident. It could be a sickness, cancer or something else that could just, disfigure them. Then what happens then? Something to think about. I thought beauty runs skin deep. I don't know about that. His advice can easily go both ways. I think women compromise in this area more often than men. Okay. Okay, true, sir. Okay. Wait a minute, I gotta entertain this right here. Sasquatch outside and inside is a miss for me. So you can't deal with the growling. Okay, I understand. Hey, I understand. So okay. There should be something in that person that is attracted to you. Okay, Valerie Hardy. Fine looks mean. Fine looks mean nothing if the heart is ugly and mean. Yep. That's pretty much it right there. Halle Berry, Beyonce, Gabrielle Union, Kim Kardashian, and J-Lo all got cheated on. A man will be faithful only if he wants to be faithful. Yep, that goes both ways. That goes both ways. No matter how you look, if you want to be faithful, be faithful. Sonia, first of all, the majority of the time, I don't know a man that speaks to a woman if he doesn't find something about her attractive. And again, that's true, but guess for this topic, of course, Bernie, for men, external beauty catches the eye initially. Internal beauty is what keeps us. Yeah, you can look good, but I want to see what comes out of your mouth. Then we'll go from there. LaVar, us men gotta be fine too. Okay. I hear you, brother. A relationship is not just about physical beauty. It does matter, but it should not be the main thing. There are many other components. Sex is not the main thing that keeps a marriage going. I do not agree. Shar says attraction is important, but someone can be unattractive, real ugly. The man is based on material aspects. Shame. Okay. Yes, you should be attracted to your spouse. Hey, I mean, I agree. You would not get an argument from me on that. Yeah, you won't get an argument from that. Okay. Right. His comment. And you know what? I think the message he's trying to get across, I can accept some of that. Well, maybe I think the way he said it, I think it was something off-putting about the way he said it. I don't know. It's something I can't put my finger on though. I don't I don't know. There's something about it though. Maybe it's just me. Maybe y'all agree with me. I don't know. That will eliminate those. She's not the finest, but I love her post. Who? Oh, okay, I get you. Okay. When your nose is wide open and you smelling the roses, your heart is deceiving you. Never give all your strength to a woman. Remember Samson. Preach, preach, preach. Valerie. Virtue and kindness is important. He wasn't just saying fine, but what works for you. Attraction is too. And like I said, subjective. Kiki. Some women are very attractive, but her personality is ugly. Yep. And some men doesn't care about the personality, but they go for the look. Yep. And I'm guilty. I am guilty. I am guilty. I'm guilty. And poof. Yeah. Okay. Well, besides the looks, at least get to know the person. You never know what you're missing out on. I speak from experience. I get rejected all the time. Okay. I understand that being attracted to your partner, but the way yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was something off-putting about that. It's not something I would say in a singles ministry. or something like that. Yeah, I get you. Marcus, truth be told, why does it kind of sound like me? I wasn't attracted to one person in particular. That life episode seems to bring back unpleasant memories of what her character really looks like. hmm Attraction is important, but if you're in it just for lust or love, I think. Sonia says, let me also say that the same goes for a woman. We don't want no ugly dude, but I need more than just a nice looking man. Yes, Evangelist Wilhelmina. A man is only faithful if he chooses to be, whether they are beautiful or plain. But surely there must be some attraction. A man is excited by what he sees. And brothers, tell us. Brothers, do you agree? Thank you. Much obliged. Much obliged. Brother Mario, I agree with him because we as men have to get to know one another before moving forward. But just see if you both are attracted to each other as well as a great conversation. Not just jump into bed with her just because you think you are attracted to her. It's more than just meets the eye. Whew, you said that, preach. Yeah, you don't jump in there. We are visual creatures. Yeah, thank you, Sister Wanda. Good to have you here. Of course, Rochelle, good to see you. What happens if that beautiful woman or handsome man get in it? We just said that. What happens? What happens if something goes wrong? You know. Uh okay. Uh this right here. I don't Job said that when he didn't know what was going on in his life, you know. So that comes from Job's own mouth right there. So just kind of want to clarify that right there. Absolutely. Okay. Char Black. Some of the Joes had the biggest hearts in the sometimes and treat. I've always heard that. I've always heard that. Looks change, but characters stay the same. Yeah, there we go. My husband had detention and became like a child. Okay, dimension and became like a child. I loved him just the same. Okay. Okay. We're gonna wrap this up too. Certainly do. Okay. Ty Jones, good to have you here, sir. It's unfortunate, but physical attraction supersedes everything, even faith. Qualities such as being respectful, being committed, and having a stable career are all second. It is a societal norm to say all those nice things first, but it's not how people truly feel. People have to stop with this fallacy of what they seek. Okay. And Deborah says, yes, but looks will eventually fade, and there are always going to be someone else who looks better if you look long enough. Ah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Judy said this issue isn't the beauty. The issue is what the person finds attractive. That is what I got from his message. And I can agree with that. It's just the way he delivered it, though. Straight facts. Alicia, I'm concerned with their hearts toward love, towards God. The inside is important. Okay. Keisha, I'm a I find that I'm attractive in a man intellect. Okay. Brother Clinton, I believe attraction is important initially. Her heart and soul is more important, though. There we go. Pretty Pope. Let's think about it. You see someone for the first time, you're looking at their beauty looks. You can't see their personality or hearts. They could fake it for only so long, though. They could fake it for only so long. Yeah, so long. But there is validity. Yeah, and I agree. I agree if it, like I said, the delivery was just, you know, uh, right here, though. He said you should lust after your partner. A lustful appetite will never be fulfilled. That's a good one right there. Okay, right there. I thought the Bible talked about God would give us the desires of our heart as well as write things down what we want. If that's the case, why should one settle for anything less than what they desire? Oh, but this is an after talk, after party discussion right here. Boy, y'all getting here too. Boy, y'all getting here too. It's a fallacy of logic that the ladies are speaking about. Beauty doesn't truly matter, when the vast majority of them never get turned down. Just check their inboxes, dozens, if not hundreds of men. Okay, we're gonna just say a few, then we're gonna close. We're gonna get to our last one. It's y'all, yeah, I like a man with a little ugly in him. Then I don't have to teach him to be humble. Oh, Dion Hines, he's coming from a worldly point of view. Look at his shirt. I was looking at it, but that's another topic. Attraction is important, but that's the outward man. The inner man is what we should focus on. Okay, do a few more on this. Trying to see a good last one for that. Okay, Angela. Attraction can catch someone's attention, but not keep it. There has to be substance on the inside. And I think I should stop it right there. Okay, we could just stop it on this one right there. Boy, like I said, this is after party stuff because y'all went into this one right here. Go this last quick one. This is the last quick one. And we won't be long with this, of course. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and you share. Like, subscribe, share. This is a quick one. And this is a video talking about, and especially to you parents out there who have sick children at school, and how you handle it when the teacher calls that your child is sick at school. So y'all take a listen and tell us quickly what you think, okay?
This is Sophie's dad. Oh, she's not feeling good? A little upset tummy. Do you guys got ginger ale? Okay, you got it. You have Tussin? Like Robitussin? Okay. And she had a little fever. What's the fever? Oh, 101. Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna take the ginger ale and the Tussin and the Robitussin and you're gonna mix it together. You can give it to her and you're gonna send her back to class. Yeah, she'll be all right. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Bye-bye. She coughed. It was like a half cough. Did she sneeze, runny nose, fever, upset stomach? None of those? Okay. Yep, I guess I'm on my way. And then I'm not allowed to bring her back to school for how many days? Forever? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Well, that's where it goes. Outsourcing that. Dwight, good to have you here. Outsourcing daddyhood. Yep. Forever. Yep. Again, it's a big change. It's a big change, y'all. It's a big change. Okay, folks, you know what? Folks? It's that time. It's time for the announcements. We're gonna see what's coming up next. And let's see. Well, let's see what is coming up. I gotta find out to see what's coming up though. Oh boy. This thing about doing this by yourself though. Up next, at possibly 1:30, we will have the after party. And we always post the link. It's going to be a Zoom link, and we always post it at the top. It's going to be pinned at the top of the group page. So if you're in the SBC or SBCC, look for it around 1:30, or at least after that time. Look forward to going there. We'll have a good, and don't give it to anyone else outside the group, But don't do that. Please don't do that. And next week, I haven't made up my mind yet. Either we're going to have another thinking edition of SBC Tuesday Talk, I don't know. Or we may do Shoot Your Shot. I'm just still trying to think on it, though. We don't know what we're going to do, though, but hey, suggestions help, though. So, and folks, that's it. Thank y'all so much. You had a good time. Thank you. Y'all have been a great audience. Y'all been good. A show is only good as its audience. So thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly though. So we got to get out of here. So until then, till next time, see you later, alligator.